is going on, my lovely Pisces? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so it is Thursday, December 19th when I'm recording this, but whenever you guys find this reading is when it's meant for you, all right? And guys, this is for all placements, okay? Cross watchers, you're welcome too. Keep in mind, it could be your energy that I'm picking up on or the energy of someone or something around you. And just a disclaimer, guys, I will never, ever personally contact you for a reading. If someone does, that is a scammer pretending to be me. So please be careful, my loves, and do not get got. All right. So let's see, Pisces, what has been going on. And guys, thank you so much for your patience after the loss of my cousin. I really appreciate that. Family is doing the best we can to just try to get back to everyday life. But here we are. All right, guys, I just made my coffee, so I'm all set. All right, so Pisces, past, present, and future. Sun, moon, rising, Venus in all placements. Let's see what is going on with you guys in the past. What is going on with Pisces in the past? All right, so the first card we have for your past is the Queen of Wands. So there could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. That's very significant for you guys. We have the Knight of Cups, your energy. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Let's get one more card and then we'll talk about it. We have the Magician reversed. Your energy here, guys, we have the Page of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Ten of Swords. All right, so I feel like there's something you were putting a lot of effort into, okay, something you were working very hard on, but for some reason, maybe you took a step back, or maybe there's something you stopped manifesting, but I don't feel like it was necessarily a bad thing. Like I feel like you're still growing, you're still thriving, you're still moving forward, but you just, there's something you had to take a step back from. So let's break down these cards and let's see what this is talking about. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands here. So why is this Queen of Wands here? Eight of Pentacles again. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Eight of Swords reversed, Two of Swords, Six of Wands. Okay, there's something that you guys are working on. And it's like, it's something that you're going to have a lot of success with. But I feel like there's something that happened in life that maybe you had to take another path, or maybe you were deterred from your path. I feel like there was a sense of being stuck between a rock and a hard place on how you were going to continue to do something. Because again, I feel like there was a sense of stepping back or isolation because of something that made you unhappy. Again, it's something that doesn't get in the way of what you're doing, but it's like news or something that comes out, guys. It's something that you realize where there's instability that follows it. Okay. I feel like this is something where it's like you take 2 steps back and 3 steps forward. Because again, I do feel like you withdrew or you could have isolated. And maybe there was like a sense of stagnation, but it's like you come back and it's like you finish strong. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, you know, winning the lottery here. But there's something that made you like take a pause is what I'm feeling. So why is this Knight of Cups here? We have the Two of Swords. And we have the Eight of Wands. What do we have at the bottom here? The Ten of Swords. There could have been a harsh, heavy, or abrupt sort of ending. And it's something that could have exhausted you. It could have made you feel a bit spread thin. Maybe something happened where you had to use some resources of yours that maybe you weren't maybe you weren't expecting it. Maybe like you overspent on something. All right, maybe something needed your attention. Again, you're still going towards success, but there's this sense of taking a step back, isolating. Maybe you removed yourself from something, but I feel like there's something that made you unhappy that you had to like reevaluate how you were going to go about something. You're still going to do it, you're still finishing strongly. Um, but it's kind of like the energy of like stopping and smelling the flowers. Okay. So, what is this magician reversed about? Three of Swords. Yeah, you guys literally like stopped manifesting on something for a moment due to heartbreak, um, or some sort of turmoil. Now, this is not a forever thing. Like, I'm not saying it's not something. This could be something you think about from time to time, but with the Five of Cups reverse, like you heal. All right, you're not in a place where it's like you're shackled to like your bed in sadness, or you're just like unable to ever move forward. You are able to move forward, but there's just something you have to recover from. Okay. I think that whatever this was, it made you see something a lot more clearly. And because of what this was, whether it's directly or indirectly, it brings way more abundance in your life. But there's no way to sugarcoat the fact that something kind of had you fucked up for a bit. All right, with the King of Cups reverse, like the King of Cups for you guys, it's going to be you in your highest energy. But with you reversed here, it's like something was throwing you off. Something made you either isolate or made you um, not like throw out a plan, but it's just like maybe you took a break from a plan. Okay, I feel like you guys just needed a moment. There's something that it's like there's a chapter here you're getting past, and it's something that was in your life for a long time, or something you thought would be in your life for a long time. Again, ultimately, whatever this is, it pushes you in a way that you do so much more than you were already going to do before. Because again, you were already on the road to being very successful with something, doing very well in something. But again, something makes you pause, reevaluate, and come back 10 times stronger, possibly doing something a different way. Okay. Let me move my coffee to the side. I don't know about you guys, but like when I make tea or coffee, like my mom, she likes that shit right out of the pot. I'm like, how is your tongue not burned? How do you not have blisters all over your mouth? Me, I like to make my tea or coffee and just like let it sit 5-10 minutes and then it's perfect. All right, my loves. So, present moment, Pisces, what is going on with you guys? So the first card we have is the Nine of Cups reversed. So this could be a card of unhappiness, dissatisfaction when it comes to something. Your center card here is the Five of Swords. Now with the center card, this is your central energy, what everything taps into. All right. So I see this as like the central theme of your reading, but we'll see why. Okay, because there's something you're definitely battling. Yeah, there's something you're definitely battling. Queen of Cups reverse, King of Swords, Three of Cups reverse. There's something that it's like with the Three of Cups reverse in this case, because it can mean so many things. I feel like it's the opposite of celebrating. Okay. So there's something that is definitely affecting you, but you're still able to maneuver like through your day. You're still able to get things done. But again, you're thinking so much more, and it's not that you weren't thinking before, but now it's like I feel like you see something so differently. Okay. It's kind of like you guys are Pisces. You guys are very emotionally tapped in. So I know that there's been one time in your life where there's been something that you loved so much, and it's like something happens to it, or you lose something, and it's like, yeah, you go through so much pain, but when you finally heal, it's like you see the world in a different way. Okay, sometimes it takes our world feeling so dark and gray and heavy, and healing from that to see the most vivid colors we've ever seen before. All right, and I'm not talking about colors. Okay, so I just feel like something made you get serious, something made you buckle down, something made you really like look at something and think about something. Okay. Um, there's something in your life that happened that made you tap into a part of you that maybe you've been holding back on, or you've been scared to tap into this. So, guys, I definitely feel a loss here. But with the Sun card here, it's like you're so blessed and there's so much fortune, okay, that comes your way. So let's break down this Nine of Cups reversed. Why is this Nine of Cups reversed? We have the Six of Cups. And we have the Ace of Cups reversed. For a lot of you, it's like you're moving on from a life that... For some of you, I'm feeling... I keep hearing like you're moving on from all you've known. Okay. There's a sense of like graduating to the next chapter, doing things in a different way. It's kind of like, you know, this feels like it's like the difference from when like you're growing up in a certain household by whoever you're getting raised and learning their way of being and their morals and their religion or beliefs, you know. Whereas it's like you move out and you find some independence. It's like, okay, what do I think about the world, or how am I viewing the world? So I feel like there's something that's happened in your life where everything is going to be different now, and you're going to take things with a different stride now, if that makes sense. Like something just made you reevaluate everything and made you want to go about things so differently. And that's going to be such a beautiful push for you to greatness. Okay, with the Ten of Pentacles, you guys do so well. But I'm going to be honest, Pisces, and I say this with love, all right? You guys, if you've been here a minute, you know I'm a Pisces moon, okay? But there was something that you were doing a disservice to yourself by not being tapped into this. And it's something that you go back to. And with the Page of Cups here, you don't dive completely into these waters, okay? Yes, you're going back to something, you're tapping into something, but it's kind of like, you know, as opposed to someone diving into a pool off of a diving board, this is kind of like walking into the beach, all right? You're just going a few inches until you feel warm enough, and then you can move a few inches more. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you're taking that sort of approach, and guys, it really pays off. Like, you're going to be so abundant, but I feel like Spirit has moved you to just show up differently for something, to tap back into something that has been calling you to tap back in. All right. And it's like you do some things in such a significantly different way that really benefits you. Okay. So your center card here, again, the Five of Swords. Why is this card here? Why is this Five of Swords here for you? Okay, guys, so we have the Knight of Wands reversed, the Judgment card, and the Four of Cups reversed. Ace of Swords. Your heart, your mind has completely shifted, okay? A lot of you, this is going to be an era of isolation for you if you haven't already been in isolation. I think that you see through everything and everyone around you. I think that you know who's fucked up. I think that you know who you can trust. I think that you can tell what opportunities are good for you. All right. If you guys hear snoring, that's my dog, okay? Because she pays all the bills here, okay? But there's just something that I feel like you know you're safer removed from it. Okay? Because you guys have gone through a lot. All right, life has tested you with the Strength card reversed. Like, you know, that's a energy where it's like you could have easily been brought, not easily been brought down, but it's like it could have been so easy to say like, fuck, like I'm tired, like damn, I took so many hits with that. Okay, so for some of you, you could be isolating because you really just need to protect yourself. But guys, with the Five of Pentacles reversed and the Two of Wands, something makes you refocus and redirect and get you on such a solid path. Not that you weren't on a solid one before, but it's like the slight redirection that you took, it's, or for some of you it's not a slight redirection, for some of you it's a really big redirection, but it's for something better. With the Five of Pentacles reversed, the areas in which you were lacking, whether it be you not being good with finances or feeling lonely or feeling ostracized, you completely turn that around. So there's going to be some of you going from, like, stress to just being cool, because there's something that you were lacking and that you're not lacking in, anymore. Okay. See, that's perfect, guys. So again, guys, the last card you had for the present moment, okay, it's telling me here with the Queen of Cups reversed, the King of Swords, and the Three of Cups reversed, that although you may be hurt or just processing so many emotions, it's making you focus. All right. And it's kind of like, God forbid if you guys ever had anyone like close to you pass. It's kind of like, when someone passes and then it's like you see the world differently and you realize that you're a muggle. You realize that there's we all expire at a certain point. Okay, so it makes you want to refocus. It makes you want to be more serious. It makes you, it makes you want to spend time on what's important. So I feel like you just went through something that's making you make that redirection. Okay. It's making you cut out a lot of bullshit. With the Ace of Swords, this is all about a new beginning, but cutting out so much bullshit. All right, I see you guys looking in the mirror saying, like, I gotta be serious. Like, I gotta start taking care of myself. I gotta stop drinking so much. I gotta stop smoking so much. I gotta stop hanging out with people that stress me out. Like, whatever your thing is. All right, something made you really refocus and think about what's important. All right, so going into the future, guys, we have the Three of Wands reversed. The Nine of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Hanged Man. So guys, this, like, every step of this reading is showing me that there's certain things in your life that you're very adamant about not building on anymore. All right, there's certain places in your life that you refuse to expand on. All right, and this is the energy of, like, I can be bad all by myself. All right, you're literally isolating and removing yourself from any unstable conditions that have been around you, even if you've been the unstable condition. Okay, so you're tapping in, and it's like your soul right now is more in alignment than ever. All right, there's something new that you're getting into, or something that you're moving towards, where there's going to be so much fire and passion and love behind it, and you're going to be very passionate about the path that you're on. And there's just something that woke you up here, Pisces. Okay, and it's a blessing. Ultimately, it's a blessing. Again, for a lot of you, I feel like there was hardship here. I feel like, things were heavy, harsh, but now you're slowly moving to calmer waters. All right, so what is this Three of Wands reversed about? What is this Three of Wands reversed about? We have the King of Wands and the Tower card reversed. All right, so for some of you, this could have to do with the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, okay? But I feel like you're taking on the energy of this King of Wands, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. Like, I feel like there's areas in your life that you'll never build on it. You're never going to expand on it. It's no good for you. And because you know that, you've dodged so many major bullets with the Tower card reverse. And it's like there's this fire that's put under your ass, Pisces. And it's like you get everything that you want minus the fight this time. And for so many of you, I feel like you need to hear that. Like, you're going to live so much softer. And for so many of you, that is so long overdue. I'm hearing no more survival like mode. I feel like life is finally throwing you a life raft. And not even a life raft. Like, it's throwing you your own boat, You guys are going to be good, but let's see what else is going on in your future. We have the Nine of Wands here. This Cafe Bustelo, guys, is crack right now. Oh my God. We have the Three of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. So Pisces, like, I commend you guys so much because there's going to be moments where you feel imbalanced. You guys could be watching this right now saying, like, listen, I don't feel 100% myself. I don't feel like I have it all in order right now. And it's like, what I'm commending you for is the fact that you're able to work and fight for, you know, a different path, a better path, even though you feel this imbalance. And eventually you start seeing things working in your favor. And it's just like, it's like, it's like how people tell you, like, when you start something new or when there's something you're trying to build on, like in the beginning, it can be very easy to quit because when you're working on something every day, you don't see too much progress sometimes. All right. But it's like if you would have stuck to that for like a few months or a few weeks or a few years, whatever it is, that's when you start to see the ball rolling. So, like, you guys worked or are going to work, all right, through that time where you don't necessarily see anything happening, but there's something that you stick to. And there's something that because you stick to it, you start to see results. So, guys, for some of you, this could be within your business, within your job. This could be within your love life. This could be you like working towards something you want to purchase or working towards something you want to attain in life. You worked out of a place of imbalance until you started to see those results. Okay. And for people like us that were very emotionally tapped in, it can be hard to show up when we're in a place of imbalance. All right. Especially if you're a very spiritual person, which most of you Pisces are. Okay. When you're someone who's emotionally tapped into the world, it could be so hard to show face. All right. Okay, guys. So the last cards I'll show you guys again before we go to the advice portion. But again, there's something here that you've cut out. Okay. Because you just don't want to fight against the grain of something. You're taking the path of least resistance for yourself. And you guys really flourish. Okay. I see someone who's coming from a place of struggling and pain and losing yourself for a moment to being so stable and so solid and so good and seeing your life in the world in like a much better light. So I see you guys very focused despite this harsh or heavy change that's happened in your life. All right, there could have been some sort of betrayal. Something could have happened, very abruptly or very harshly. Something took a lot out of you, but you still stayed very like calm throughout it. Okay. And you go towards a path again that you're very passionate about, and you guys realize that this is what you needed to do this whole time to walk towards your abundance. Guys, for a lot of you specifically, I feel a very big change within your finances for many of you. Like, I feel like you're going from a place of like so much confusion and like, oh damn, I'll sit this one out, like I can't afford that, to like being like, no, come guys, oh, you can't afford it, come on, I got you, you know. So I see that sort of energy, and it's beautiful because again, there's a part of yourself where it's like you lost part of yourself, or something brought out like darker versions of yourself. I feel like something really just had you fucked up for a moment, and you get back to a place where people are like, oh, you're back, like, oh, okay, I see you Pisces, I see you showing up for yourself again. So it's very beautiful. It's like something reminds you of how important you are. Okay. And about what's important in your life. All right, guys. So let's get some cards of advice. And if this is resonating for you guys so far, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. There are links in the description to donate. All right. And there is my Amazon wish list if you guys would like to surprise me and bless the home. And of course, my loves, if you need a personal reading, my website is below. If you guys need something very quickly and do not want to wait too long, go ahead and get one of the emergency readings. Those come out within 24 hours. Or the one-on-one live reading. With that one, I will text you from my personal number within 24 hours. And then for those, I like to get them done within a day or two. Okay, so those come out the quickest. All right, guys, so cards are coming out right away. We have the Four of Cups. All right. Nine of Swords. 10 of Wands. All right, guys, so Page of Wands reverse. Right now, your biggest bully is going to be your mind. Do not give in to negative thinking. Do not give in to your anxiety right now. I feel so Italian right now. Do not give in, okay? Spirit is saying do not accept the narrative of, oh my God, I'm suffering. Oh my God, I'm so burdened. Okay, Pisces, everything in life is a frequency. Whatever you're trying to attract is a frequency. And it's funny. I used to say this in the past, like especially when I first started my channel. I remember there would be days, right, where I'd be like, oh shit, this bill is coming up in 8 days. I need to make sure I have this amount in the bank. And so I would work, right? And I'd be like, yo, I got to make this amount. And that would kind of be in the back of my head when I'm working. And when that would happen, I'd be like, damn, like things feel so stagnant this week, And then there's times where it's like, I'm good and I don't give a fuck about shit. And it's just like, yo, if no readings come in, fuck that shit. I'm going to the beach. I'm going to go out to eat with my friends. And I'm like so excited. And that day it'll be order after order after order that comes in. It's because I wasn't stressing shit. So guys, with these cards coming out, you have to keep that in mind. All right, if there's something right now that you have a lot of anxiety over and that you're stressing over, you're making the situation worse. And I know it's easier said than done, but God's spirit really wants you to adapt the energy of just being chill. Okay, you're exactly where you need to be. And a lot of you are going to say, no, Lisette, I'm not. But you're exactly where you need to be right now. Okay. And it's like, everything's already been working out for you. Okay. But I feel like a lot of you are in a position that if you're not careful, it can be easy to think yourself into such a dark and heavy place. And that's not what Spirit is trying to do. So Spirit's like, don't be your own bully. Don't lie to yourself. Don't talk shit to yourself. Okay. If you're in a reality that you don't like, know that it can shift. Guys, if you're on Instagram, go to my Instagram. It's High Vibrations 44, exactly the way it's supposed to be written. High Vibrations 44. And go to my third post. All right. At the time you're watching this, maybe I posted more, but you'll see two girls in it. All right. It looks like they're like in heaven talking, but it's just such a crazy video. It's 6 minutes long. I'm not going to tell you exactly what's in it because I don't want to spoil it, but watch it. And it gives you such a perspective on life. And it basically, it talks about just like manifestation. And when people come from a place of fear, like, fuck, I'm so broke, or fuck, I don't have this, or fuck, I don't have love, that's when it's like hardest to find it. But you'll see that when people go out and they're like, oh, I don't care about love. That's when everyone's like, oh my God, please pay attention to me, talk to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's always when we're not looking for something, when we're not stressed about something. So there's something that Spirit's like, yo, like it's already been handled. Don't stress it. Okay? Guys, and look what came out right after that, the King of Cups. So whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. This is you and your highest energy here. Okay? So it's like your mind can feel this heavy burden, but you're at your tip-top game, all right? I don't look at these cards like, because you have the Page, Knight, Queen, King, right? So I don't even look at it as male or female energy. I look at it as just like the energy gets stronger and stronger, all right? So I see the King. I don't look at gender, but I see it as like the highest version or highest potential, all right? And it's like you could feel like you're so burdened here, but you're at this King of Cups, all right? You're there. All right, so I don't want you guys to feel like you're lacking, like you're right where you need to be. Don't downplay yourself, okay? We have the Temperance card reversed, Justice card reversed, King of Wands reversed. Now, I feel like something that adds to the way that you've been feeling or were feeling in the past is that there's things that happened in your life that it just doesn't seem fair. All right. For some of you, I feel like someone or something really fucked you over. Okay. Or someone or something really had you fucked up. Okay. Maybe something didn't even happen to you directly, but maybe something happened and it affects you somehow. Okay. But it's just like you had to get through so many things in life that weren't fair. Things where you're like, God, I'm not equipped to deal with this. I don't know how to deal with this. Okay. But you stood your ground regardless. And that's why you're being offered such a beautiful new beginning. All right. I don't know why, like, I see this Empress card and I'm thinking of like Mother Mary, but like, I don't know. I just feel like you're really looked after right now. I feel like you have such beautiful seeds that were planted, even if you didn't see them being planted. All right. You could have been on the ground crying and you didn't realize like God planted it. And while you're sitting there worried about your tears, you didn't realize your tears were watering this. You know what I'm saying? Let's get 4 more here. Death card. Everything is changing. All right. There's something, a cycle has ended in your life, guys. All right. So this is a whole new cycle. This is a whole new way of being. You've shed a layer of skin. Was it hard? Did it break your heart? Were there a few tears? Was it difficult? Yes. Okay, but with this 5 of Cups, you see how this person is kind of like crying and they're facing these 3 cups here on the floor that has spilled over. Look at those 2 right there. All right, there's still 2 cups that's full. I don't want you guys crying over spilled milk. I don't want you to think that your life is going to be, how do I want to word this? It's like, I don't want you to think that life is going to be based on whatever you experienced, the recklessness that you experienced or the chaos that you experienced. Like, things get better. Look at the cups that are full. But again, I feel like you guys have lost a lot and there's things that you really want to be independent from now. And I feel like you're also finding a newfound independence. And there's so much here, guys, that you're about to manifest. The Magician, if you look closely, look at this Magician. Look at all the elements here. There's pentacles, cups, wand, sword. All right. This is like the alchemist. All right. They can, the Magician is capable of manifesting anything that they need, and they don't need help. They have all the elements there. They don't need help. All right. But if they get help, it's not because they needed it. It's just because, okay, now I have help, but you don't need it. You can save yourself from whatever this is. We have the 5 of Pentacles. A lot of you are worried about like falling flat on your face. There's someone in here that's really worried about their finances or really worried about being lonely or ostracized. For some of you, maybe you're worried about your housing security. Okay, I'm sending love to all of you. But there's this worry of something that you're afraid of losing or that you're afraid of being without. I feel that so strongly, guys. You're afraid of losing something or being without something. But no, that's with the 9 of Wands reversed is God saying like you're going to be able to put down this burden and you're going to be able to manifest a way through. All right. Don't let the devil make you believe that you're going to lose, because you're not. With the 9 of Wands reversed, look, the 9 of Wands reversed is right before somebody either has a breakthrough or throws in the towel. With the 9 of Wands reversed, this is breakthrough energy, but the devil's going to be whispering in your ear like, you can't do it. You're going to fall flat on your face. You're not going to be able to pay for that. You're going to lose your home. You're not going to have this car. Like, that's, guys, if you hear that shit or you feel that shit, that's the devil. And the devil's trying to keep you down. Don't believe that narrative. Believe that there's a way through, because there is. We have the 7 of Pentacles reversed. Guys, 7 of Pentacles reversed literally talks about something being a waste of time, and the 10 of Wands is above it. So feeling burdened right now, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. Okay. I'll never forget. I was in high school, and was I in high school? No. It was like a year or 2 after high school, and I had gone through something so heavy. And I remember I was like ugly crying in my room, hyperventilating, like crying so hard, like I had a pounding headache. And my mom comes in and she holds my hands and she's like, Lisette, breathe, breathe, breathe. She's like, okay, you cried. She's like, Lisette, I'm not trying to be heartless, but I have a question. Is this crying changing anything? Is this anxiety, this heaving, is this changing anything? She's like, you have your issue at hand, okay? Now, realistically, from where you're standing, what can you do? And so I was quiet and I thought about it and I said something. She said, all right, let's do that. All right. And she wasn't trying to shame me for crying. She wasn't trying to say I can never cry. But it's just like, yo, do what you can. Instead of stressing something so much, do what you can. All right. For any parent in here that like their child kind of like puts things off sometimes, it's kind of like when you tell your child, hey, before doing anything, can you do that homework real quick? And they're like, I don't want to do this. And they sit there like this, just looking at it and looking at it like, I don't want to do this. And it's like you go up to them like an hour later and you look at their sheet and it's like, okay, I know you and I know your mind. And I know that that's 10 minutes worth of work, but you just spent an hour being anxious over it and you haven't done it. Just fucking do it. Okay? Don't waste your time thinking so much about what this burden is. Don't waste time. Just what do you have to do? All right, guys, fuck the past. Fuck the shoulda, woulda, coulda. I don't want you guys to sit here and be like, oh, well, had I done this, then I would have been here right now. Or if I would have told this person this, and maybe this would be like this right now. The past is the past. You can't change that. Look at where you are now realistically, and how can you move forward from this point on? Okay, yesterday is gone. You can restart your business now. You can find new love now. You can take care of your body now. You can start that new school now. You can start that new hobby now. If you're watching this, you're breathing. And if you're breathing, you can still do it. All right, fuck what happened in the past, guys. I truly believe that whatever you guys went through, it was to really build your character. And you're going to do things in such a different way. Okay? If you guys had to choose from, let's say, all right, you're in an auditorium full of people and you have the choice between two speakers, okay? And there's one speaker that, was handed everything in life and they had no hardship whatsoever. And mommy and daddy gave them, millions or billions of dollars and cars and businesses. All right. And they want to talk to you about business. Do you want to hear from them or do you want to hear from the person that didn't have all that and struggled a lot and went through some crazy bullshit and went through heartache, but now they're living very similarly to the person who was handed everything? You want to hear the realistic version. You want to hear the version that you can most realistically relate to. All right? You want to hear from the person that had a real life experience that wasn't cushioned. Okay? You got real life experience. You're more qualified to talk about your life. Not that you never were. But whatever you went through made you more qualified. In ways you never saw. And there's things that you're qualified for now that you don't even realize you needed that qualification. For some of you, it could be in 2 to 5 to 10 years that something happens in your life and you're like, oh shit, I'm equipped for this. I didn't know I'd ever need this, but I'm equipped for it. All right, guys. Because some of you needed some harsh changes. All right, some of you needed like a lot of changes in your life. And something pushed you to it. So let's get one more card. I've been talking so much. Knight of Swords reversed. Now the Knight of Swords reversed came out under the King of Cups, and then we have the Three of Wands. there's going to be something that you turn your back on, whether it's an environment, whether it's people or a person, and you're going to expand so much. But Pisces, this is a very specific message. You're going to look reckless for this. People are going to be like, are you fucking crazy? Did you think that out? But again, you've been through stuff in life that makes you stop and smell the flowers. It makes you look at a bigger picture. It makes you be more realistic about what's truly important about life. Okay, guys? There's something that happened where it's just like, yo, fuck what your mom or dad or your family or your friends think. Like, yo, you came into this world alone, and most likely you're going to die alone. So it's like, that's on you, baby. Your life experience, that's your responsibility. All right. So if you're 85 years old and you're like, I never did what the fuck I wanted because my mom never approved, that's on fucking you, because this was your life. It wasn't hers. You know what I'm saying? So you guys have been through something where it's like, you don't need to have that near death experience. You've been through something that it's like, whoa, what have I been doing? I need to take charge. I need to stop giving a fuck what anyone thinks. I need to stop giving a fuck about like anyone's opinions, you know? So people are going to look at you like you're reckless for something that you guys are about to do, but it's something that not only does it help you to heal, but it helps you to expand a lot, and it's the beginning of some sort of empire for you. Don't, okay, very specific message, guys, that I'll leave you with the Page of Cups reverse and the Hanged Man reverse. You guys, I tell you this literally every time I read for you, okay? You guys, in my opinion, are the most intuitive sign next to Taurus, in my opinion, in the zodiac. So there's, you know who's understanding of your life. You know who's going to question the things that you do in life. Spirit is saying to hold back from talking to anybody about your future, okay, who is going to question you and to go against you. All right, you already know who's going to give you shit. You already know who goes against everything that you say, or thinks that they have the better way or whatever. So the people in your life that you know, they're going to be like, wait, what? Like, no, you can't do that. What you need to do, blah, 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 blah. Leave those people out of it. Don't tell them shit. Okay, these are going to be people that once you make it to a certain point and they're like, oh shit, Pisces, you were onto something. Yeah, I know I was onto something, and that's why I wasn't saying shit to you, because you would have tried to take me off this path, and I knew I was onto something. All right, you guys are onto something. So Pisces, this is a time that you guys need to trust yourselves more than anything in this world, because there's something big that you're meant to do, and you can't listen to no one else on this one. Okay, I used to say something a while back, and it's like a weird concept, but like, you know, I feel like ultimately we all go back to like the spiritual form, or spiritual, like ethereal family, right? And I feel like life is so karmic. So like when you get to this earth, this is just my views, but when you get to this earth, I feel like, you know, whoever your mother is or your father is, your family, whatever, that's all karmic. There's things that you're meant to learn, but no one owns you. Like, your parents don't own you. Your family doesn't own you. Don't belong to none of them. All right? I hope I'm not getting weird for you guys, but I feel like I could talk to you about this. You don't belong to any of them. So, yeah, there's karma in this. There's things you needed to learn. Maybe you were connected to these people in a past life. But ultimately, you belong to yourself. So you are fully 125% responsible for your experience on this life. Have you guys been scared because of people's opinions? Have you been holding back on something because of, you know, what the world might think? Don't limit yourself of the human experience you're supposed to have. All right? No one owns you. Literally no one owns you. What the fuck is stopping you from packing your bags and moving to the country of your choice tomorrow? All right? There's so many things in this life that's available to us, but we think that it's so out of reach. We think it's so out of reach. We think it's so unrealistic, but there's people making these changes every day. All right? Me personally, guys, I have so much tension with the thought of, I was going to say sexual tension, but, you know, people around. But I always say I have so much sexual tension with moving out of the country. And a few months ago, a friend of mine that I haven't spoken to in so long, she called me and she was like, Lisette, I know that this is so random. And mind you, I hadn't spoken to her about this at all. She's like, but Spirit told me to tell you, if you are inclined to move out of the country one day, that you need to do it. She was like, I really hope if that's in your heart that nothing stops you. Like your parents don't stop you, people like that, no one stops you. And that was like wow to me, you know? Like guys, literally you're capable of doing anything you want. You can wake up tomorrow and move to Asia. You can wake up tomorrow and move to the UK or the US or Australia or Japan or Spain. Like you can do anything you want. Like 10 years from now, you could be fluent in 5 other languages. Right? You don't need to have this life. You can completely change your narrative. You don't owe anything to anyone but yourself at the end of the day. All right, but you guys are loving. You're always going to take care of those around you. But just make sure, you know, at the end of this all, you don't look back at life and regret never taking that leap. Okay. I'm talking a lot. I'm going to shut up. I love you guys so much. If you need anything from me at all, check out the description below this video. Until next time, Pisces. Take care, guys.